endlessly searching for an original sound.
But let's get a nice faux room here. Hey, nerd. How do I not have you modded? How do I do this? There we go. Well, that works. There we go. Now you're modded. So I'll be bringing in the creator in just a moment. This is what we've actually unlocked so far in the game, because I haven't done a live stream since the first one that we did a few days ago. But I'm going to give it a few more minutes, let everyone start popping in. Let me see how the chat looks with the backgrounds. I'm going to darken that a little bit. Darken that just a bit. We still got a few. Got a new subscriber. Sweet. I'm going to move the subscriber button. Put you down here. Here we go. There we go. Alright, so we should... I'm gonna do the scummy thing in the chat. Or in the Discord. I'm gonna do that scummy thing. I don't like doing because I know it annoys everybody. But I did it. Oh, you started a hype train already. So if you guys haven't seen this game, I'll show you guys the first level while we give some people some time to jump in. Huh, I have some upgrades. I can't. Okay. I can't see it anyway. But that's fine. Let's look at the tracker upgrades. Total number of remaining spiders. That actually would be useful. But we don't have enough points. No! Alright, I'm seeing more and more people hopping in. Let me see the number. Have you guys earned me bringing in the dev? Let's see if you guys have earned it. Oh, you don't have to give max subscription. All we ask is for a tier. What's the lowest tier? Thank you for alerting Twitter, nerd. If anybody could tweet this out and make this a big welcome. You guys are being generous today. Woo! So we still have one more minute before the dev jumps in, and I call him. Now that I have my voice back. Well, mostly. Come on, thank you. I know Twitch is broken right now. 21 people. Thank you, because, see, here's the thing. Twitch is showing me that there's only 9 people viewing it. But then again, it's only showing me that we have 5 subscriptions, and I know for a fact we have about 100. Because I'm counting it off right now, so... Twitch has been a little wonky, I think, for the last week. I've heard it's been going on and off for streamers, so be aware that's a thing that's been going on apparently all week, and I'm not sure why. 21 viewers, you think we have enough people to call in the dev? I don't know. Do you think you guys earned it? I don't know. Are you guys, do you have your questions ready? And I already know what your first questions are going to be. 22? Alright, let me bring him in. And again, you guys can ask questions, and I will read them out to the developer. So if you guys have any questions about developing a game, working with Tiny Build, who actually published this game, this would be a good chance to ask it. I'm gonna mess with the sound of the game really quick. Alrighty, he's ready to jump in and talk to you guys. Yep, that's the button I'm looking for. Oops.
Hello.
Hey, welcome. So, why did you make a game about spiders?
Well, you're going straight into it, huh?
They're gonna ask it anyway.
Well, Sometimes I ask myself the same question. Why did I make this game? It's pretty crazy. Um, I think that it's kind of like um, it's almost like a parody of games like Doom or something. Where you're kind of armed with the same types of like crazy weaponry as in like a normal first-person shooter, but instead of fighting demons or aliens or whatever, you're just fighting like normal spiders, like something that people actually do, like fight spiders in their house and be afraid of spiders. So I think I found that just like really amusing.
Normal spiders. I've seen your invisible spiders and your jumping spiders.
Yeah, I mean, they get a little crazier as the game goes along. Well, they get a lot crazier.
So how long did it take you to develop this? And did you develop this game on your own, or did you have a lot of help?
I started on it back in October of last year. So I worked pretty much up until February, and then that's when I like went public with it. So at that point, I basically had like a prototype, and then I made a trailer based on that prototype and posted it on like Imager and Reddit and stuff, and that's what got the attention of TinyBuild actually. And after I got hooked up with TinyBuild, I did bring on a couple more people just to kind of like fill in some gaps of just like stuff that I knew that I couldn't do, like write music, or do like the spider sound effects, or do all the portraits that are around. So it was like I was really the only person working on the game full time, but I did like hire a few people to do some like very specialized tasks. If that makes sense.
I was going to ask about the spider sound. What exactly? It sounds more like a rat squeak than a real spider.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can't really hear real spiders. I don't think. But I think kind of the horror game angle of it, like it's way creepier if you can hear them around you.
That is true.
So, I mean, obviously, like the game isn't super focused on realism. I don't know if you've noticed that. So
what, you
it
mean,
definitely takes
you
some
mean
liberties.
houses don't just have a little bit of burning and then they're done?
Yeah.
So, in real life, do you like spiders or do you not like them?
No, I'm not a fan actually of spiders. I mean, I'm not as like arachnophobic as some people are, where like they have like legit panic attacks or something if they see a spider, even like a spider on the TV or something. But I don't like spiders. No.
We gotta get you a little spider plushie.
I would maybe be okay with that. Well, I don't know. Depends on how realistic it was.
Get you one of those real ones that jump around, because now they have those apparently.
Oh my god, that sounds horrible. When the game came out, my wife, like, she got into our Halloween decorations, and she pulled out a big fake spider that we have as a Halloween decoration, and she like set it out in the house, and it definitely scared me for a second.
I like your wife.
It was pretty funny.
Somebody said get him a Lucas plushie. Somebody said you can hear spiders when you kill them with fire. They pop. Well, that's good to know.
Oh,
you got
God.
that right.
I mean, I have never... I mean, I'm not one of those people that, like, is gonna catch every spider in a jar and put it outside, necessarily, although I have done that. But I also do squish spiders in my house sometimes. But I also, don't be, like, sadistic about it, Like, I'm not gonna actually, like, burn a spider or, like, kill it in some, like, totally gruesome way. Like, I don't know. That's, like, some psychopath stuff.
Well, yeah, you need them. They keep the bugs out.
Yeah, I think that, they serve an important purpose in the ecosystem for sure.
And if they get that bad, you just burn out the house and keep going.
There's just something about spiders that are so creepy. I guess it's all the legs. I don't know.
I have heard that a lot of people that are scared of them, it's because of like the legs and like I know with me, it's whenever they do that, when they die, the legs, the way they curl in, that just creeps me out for some reason.
Yeah, I think part of it is because they're so fast also. Like, I mean, not every spider is this way, but like spiders and roaches have like the same kind of thing going on where they'll be like perfectly still and then they'll just take off so fast. There's something about that is just terrifying. I think at this like low down like lizard brain level for people.
True.
You know, like normal bugs don't do that. Like they just kind of like are doing their thing, and you know they're not gonna like necessarily move any faster or slower to get away from you. But like spiders and cockroaches, like they know you're there, and they're so creepy.
Somebody said we need a big in-your-face spider. No, we do not. We really, really don't. We don't.
Well, there's one. I mean, they jump right at your face. The jumping
Oh, I
spiders
know.
do.
I don't know if they showed you when I did the demo. Thanks for that, by the way.
Oh yeah, of course. I have thought about doing even worse stuff with it, where like if it hits you right on your face, then like it would stay in front of the camera for like a couple of seconds, or I thought about doing something where if the spiders jumped at you, there would be a chance that they would actually land on whatever you were holding. So like whatever weapon you had, they would be on that weapon, and then in order, all you would be able to do is throw the weapon away at that point. But I didn't get to that. There's a lot of stuff I didn't get to.
Well, that could be an interesting like add-on, like a update later on. Make like a little hard mode where they can do that kind of thing. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, doing it's really like kind of a hard like technical thing even, because the weapons in first person are actually, they're like different actors than the weapons that you would see around the world. So you would have to either like make that be not the case, or you would have to find a way to like transition it really smoothly. That may not make any sense. I don't know. This is like game developer talk, I guess.
Well, no, I actually learned about that last night from another developer that apparently first person's actually harder to program and make than a third person game.
Oh, it definitely is. I mean, maybe Kill It With Fire isn't quite like this because, I mean, you don't have a first person body for one, and then it's only single player, so you don't have to worry about. Because like in a normal multiplayer first-person shooter, you have to do all the work twice. You have to do all of the first-person animations and models and everything, and then sometimes you have different third-person animations and models, which really makes things more complicated. And even with sound effects, is that way sometimes. Like you'll hear different first-person and third-person sound effects because the gun, you firing your gun, is more significant to you than it is for another player. So they're often different sound effects entirely. Different muzzle flash, particle effects, all kinds of different stuff.
Sounds like it's fun, but that definitely sounds like you'd need a bigger team if you did something like that.
Oh yeah, for so many reasons, you would need more people.
And I just thought of that. Imagine this as a multiplayer game where a couple people play the spiders and somebody plays the person hunting them.
Many people have requested that. Yeah, I think it would be really cool. It's kind of just a question of like feasibility, because like I would need some more people working on this game like full time, I think, to pull that off, or I would need like another year basically.
Well, it's something you could look forward to maybe if you do a second one. And I think Tiny Build, if anything, they'd be great with probably helping you find people. Yeah,
could be. You know, we're still kind of in the process of figuring out like what is going to come next for Kill It With Fire, whether it's like some DLC or a sequel or a VR mode or multiplayer.
I knew the VR
all
mode
different
would come
things
up.
We've talked about. Yeah.
Yeah, no, the person at Tiny Build said that would be a good idea too, and I was like, no, please don't. No. Because then I have to borrow the VR system again for that.
I think doing a VR version would be really cool. But there are like, I think it would be more feasible to develop than a multiplayer version, just in terms of the amount of work. But like the market is a lot smaller, so I don't know. There's like pros and cons to all of it. Are you playing with a controller?
Maybe.
Oh my god.
I know
You're brave.
I'm trash. Actually, this game runs really good and plays really well with a controller.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I got it working, but in almost all of my testing use mouse and keyboard.
I'm too lazy to go get the keyboard, so I'm just using the controller.
I guess you're playing like on a couch or something.
Oh no, I'm in my chair. I just moved
Okay.
the keyboard because I was cleaning up the desk, and I'm like, I left it across the room. Perfect.
I see.
So-
You know all the like pictures and stuff all over the house?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe if you've beat the game, then you probably have realized this, but those are all people that like contributed to the game in some way.
See, that's what I figured. We haven't fully finished the game, but I figured that the pictures were probably like your family and people that worked on the game and stuff.
Yeah, those two there that you're looking at, those are the people that made the spider sound effects.
Aw.
Yeah, Kat Winsky and Zach Woomer.
Tell them they did a great job.
Yeah, they definitely did. One of the things about the spider sounds effects that maybe you've picked up on, or maybe not, is like each different type has a different like suite of sound effects. I kind of lifted that from Left 4 Dead. The special infected they've got these like kind of call sign sound effects, so that even if you can't see one, you can maybe know which one is around based on the sounds that it makes.
Oh, that's
It's kinda
actually
subtle,
pretty genius.
I think it mostly comes into play like if you have a type of spider that you really hate, you'll start to like recognize the sounds that it makes.
Those
And then
jumpers.
the jumping ones. That's what I'm talking about. And then if you hear those sounds, then you're like, ah, crap.
So we did have somebody ask, NZ asked, what game engine did you use for this game?
This is Unreal.
Looks good. Usually people that use Unreal always use that like really, really shine effect to it.
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely like turned down the specular quite a bit to get kind of that low poly,
Yeah.
flat shaded look.
Got it.
Yeah, I've used Unreal and Unity quite a bit, both. But I'm in the Unreal camp these days.
Are you excited about Unreal 5?
No, I don't know. Maybe there's nothing that I've seen so far that they've announced that like makes me super excited. All of the marketing talk that Epic has done, it all seems very targeted towards these huge AAA games that are using like that. They're just going for like total photorealism and photogrammetry techniques. I don't know. Have you heard of that, photogrammetry?
I haven't. I was going to ask you what that meant.
I mean, it's amazing. It's really cool. The first game that I saw to use it was the first Star Wars Battlefront game. Well, the first of the new ones. So you got a rock in your game. Games are full of rocks. So normally you have an artist model your rock, and they spend a week modeling the rock and texturing it and all of that stuff, and then it goes in the game. Photogrammetry, you say, nah, we're not going to do that. We're going to go out into the woods and we'll find a rock. So that you find the rock, and then you take pictures of it. You take like 1,000 pictures of it from every different angle, and then you use software to construct a 3D model and texture of that rock. And then that's what you put in the game.
Wow.
And that's why Star Wars Battlefront looks so amazing, and it looks so much like the movies, because they went to some of the places where the movies were filmed, and they took pictures of everything, and they used this photogrammetry method to put it in the game. Same thing with a lot of the props. Pretty like cutting edge. You can't really do that if you're just like one guy, though. I mean, I guess you could try, but
You're gonna go insane.
Yeah. It was a lot of work, just like making this, low poly style game.
So what made you decide to do like the low poly look for it and not a more realistic look? Other than just being one person.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was pretty much it, and I think it works really well with the humor of the game. Also, I think in some ways that a really hyper realistic version of this game would be really, really funny.
No. No.
But I don't know, with all the like wacky stuff going on, I think the low poly it fits so much better.
So, Nine Horse asked, are there any Easter eggs that nobody's found yet?
That nobody has found.
That you know of, anyway.
Let me think about that. I mean, I didn't really put that many Easter eggs in the game overall. Mostly the ones that are there are like the photographs of people, and they're like placed in really obvious spots. There's like one proper Easter egg, which is for Koryiak's Kenshin. There's like his up down thing that I stuck in one of the like bathroom stalls later on in the game. But yeah, no, I guess there's not really anything.
So, who's this with the pizza, looking very serious?
That is Alex. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Nichiporchik. He's the CEO of Tiny Build.
Oh, so that's what he looks like.
Yeah, I took his. I didn't even ask him like if I could do this. I just did it. I took his like Twitter profile pic and gave it to the artist that I hired to make all these pictures, and did one of him.
You should send him that picture. Let him know.
Oh, I have. Yeah, I have. I think he changed his actual Twitter profile picture to that picture.
Oh, that's awesome.
The like cartoon version of himself.
He looks so. No. Begins. So, where'd you get the idea for the different types of spiders in it? Did you do any research on spiders, or did you just figure out what could be the funniest to have in?
It is largely not based on reality. I think it was a combination of like what would be funny, and also like a combination of funny, practical to make, and interesting for gameplay. So wanted to do like a variety of things, and some of it is just kind of like your boilerplate video game stuff, like make one explode. Pretty sure there's not an exploding spider in real life, although
I don't know. Mother Nature does have a twisted sense of humor sometimes.
Yeah, there are a lot of different species of spider. So maybe there is an exploding spider.
If there are,
probably doesn't explode that much. There's like the mantis shrimp, which is not a spider, but it can shoot like. Or maybe I'm getting it mixed up. There's some kind of a shrimp or a little crustacean that can like shoot this like superheated liquid out at its things that are trying to kill it.
I think it is the mantis shrimp, the one that does like it hits the water so hard it makes like a bubble. It's like a little bullet.
Yeah, maybe that's the one that it's like wow, like this thing's crazy. You wouldn't think that an animal could create a force like that, but it can.
Yeah, I've seen video of it. It's nuts.
Mm-hmm. So pro tip for this room: don't blow those barrels up.
I learned that the hard way. Everything on fire.
This is probably the trolliest thing I did. In a game full of like really trolly things, was putting these exploding barrels in this room, so that like you would blow them up, and that it would make finding the tools super, super hard.
Because it's fun.
I've seen many like YouTubers and streamers and stuff. Up there it goes.
I do love the explosions, I will say that much, because the
Yeah.
low poly with the smoke really works.
The barrels used to not go away after you blew them up. Like the destructible pieces would just stay there, and that made it even harder to find stuff in like all of the wreckage.
Oh, that's just evil. I think during one of the demos, I spent like maybe 10 minutes trying to get the car open. Because there was a spider that went under it. Oh, okay. Oh, you threw a tire at me! I didn't know you could do that!
Oh, the stream must have a delay. Oh, yep, there.
Right here. It's the first time one of them's actually thrown something at me.
Yeah, it's pretty funny, like, that they can just knock the stuff around. That is... Early on in developing this game, I did not want it to be that way. Like, my intention was that they would, like, crawl over everything. Like, they would crawl up any kind of prop that they ran into and down the other side. And I spent about a week just trying to make that happen. And I just couldn't get it to work. And so eventually I was kind of like, you know what? It's kind of funny that they knock stuff around.
Now they're
Let's
just the Hercules spider.
Let's just leave it that way.
They're like ants. They can move things 10 times their size, says Devil.
Exactly. Or more.
Bug to a feature, says Nine Horse.
Yeah. Bug. Exactly. Yeah, especially fitting. Because they're bugs. Makes sense.
What was the hardest thing about the game to get it really working? Like with the way you actually designed this game? Other than getting them to crawl onto the props.
Well, actually, about that, like I ended up kind of coming back around to it, and I spent a lot of time just on the spider navigation in general. In Unreal and other, I don't know, pretty much every like modern 3D game, if you have an AI, it moves along a surface called a nav mesh or navigation mesh. And so the Unreal Engine will generate one of these for you, but the way it's generated automatically is very like you really have to spend a lot of time like curating how the nav mesh gets generated based on the props that are in the world, the static meshes that are in the world. And so making sure those nav meshes were like really clean so that the spiders wouldn't get caught on stuff was very, very time consuming. And it took a lot of time just to learn about Unreal's nav mesh system and everything. I was very like intimidated by it originally, actually, and was trying to pretty much like avoid using it as much as possible. And I think that if I had kind of embraced it more early on, the game would probably... We'd have spiders crawling on top of stuff more, because I ended up finding a way of using the nav mesh to let them crawl up some stuff. Like they will crawl onto tables and counters, basically things that don't move, but they're all like manually placed links that allow the spiders to go up and down those surfaces. So that was a lot of work, and even just the wall crawling code for that was quite a bit of work. Another thing that was a lot of iteration was just actually the spider tracker, which I think is funny because it's like, you know, Alien basically.
See, everyone else thought it was Ghostbusters.
Oh, they thought Ghostbusters? Yeah. Well, I mean, they have kind of a similar thing in Ghostbusters. The version without the radar is more like the one with Ghostbusters. The version where it shows like a Wi-Fi symbol, basically, that went in maybe 3 or 4 days before the game came out. uh, like I just like couldn't get it to like read right. Like it was originally the circles like you see now with the radar, but the different concentric circles would flash depending on how far the spiders were away from you, and people just didn't get it. And eventually I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna change it to like the Wi-Fi symbol, because people will understand that. So yeah, it was a lot of
read it.
Well, if you go back and like look at what it looked like in the demos, it was definitely worse, I would say, in the demos.
A little.
The fire system was actually quite a bit of work too. Fire systems are kind of like notorious in video games because they can be really like performance intensive in terms of like the fire spreading, because you have this is maybe way more than anybody that is watching your stream wants to know, but
we do have some devs in stream, so they're going to be interested in it, don't worry.
Okay. So in programming you have this notion of an algorithm's complexity. We call it big O notation, and it can be different things like linear. So like if you have an algorithm that is operating on in different objects, where like n is the number of objects, then you would say it's big O of n. So like if you add another thing, then you're just making it a little bit more complicated. But with something like fire and the spreading of fire, it's more like, at least a naive implementation would be more like an n squared operation. So that means for every object, you have to consider every other object. So every time you add something, it gets like exponentially more complicated. And this is a game with a lot of things that can catch on fire. Like everything can catch on fire. Like this room that you're in right now probably has like 500 or 600 things that can catch on fire. And each one of them has to consider every one of those other 500 or 600 things. So setting up a system where they would limit the amount that they talk to each other, so that they would only like consider each other when they absolutely had to, was pretty complicated. That's actually the first thing I did on the project. Was because I knew, the game was called Kill It With Fire, so I went in being like, the fire system has got to work really well. It was literally the first thing I did.
Computer says no. So was this your first game, or did you make any others before this?
Oh no, I've made several other games. My first game, professionally at least, I worked on this mobile game for Certain Affinity called Age of Booty Tactics. It's like a pirate tactical strategy game. And then I worked on Doom, the one that came out in 2016. Mm-hmm.
There's a God. Hold on, it dies.
And then I worked for Rooster Teeth for a while. I don't know if you're familiar with them.
I've heard of them, yes.
I was one of a very small team that made this game called Ruby Grim Eclipse, based on the Ruby anime that Rooster Teeth makes. And that game was pretty successful. It was made by like half a dozen people, basically.
Wow.
And it did really well. And then after that, we made a game called Vicious Circle that didn't do quite as well, but it was like a multiplayer first-person shooter in Unreal. So, a lot of my like Unreal expertise came from working on that game. And after Vicious Circle, Rooster Teeth kind of got out of the games business and laid much of the team off, and that's when I started working on Kill It With Fire.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
No, it was all good. I mean, I wouldn't have gotten to make this.
True. So you happy you're doing like your own thing and working on your own projects? than
Oh, for
working
sure. Yeah. Oh, I mean, it's what I like to do is like work on more of the creative side of what's going on. When you're working on a big AAA game, unless you're really like one of the top people, you don't necessarily have a lot of creative input. Like I worked on Doom for like a while, but there's just so many people working on Doom. You're just kind of doing like grunt work.
Well, if it helps, everyone that worked on that game did a much better job than Eternal.
Then what?
I said everyone that worked on that game did a much better job than Doom Eternal.
I don't know. I thought Doom Eternal was all right.
So did I, till it kept corrupting and deleting my saves and then all my my leveling.
Oh my god. Well, that's not good.
I think that's all though on like Bethesda's side though, because it was like their version of it from their launcher. And
Yeah.
supposedly they launched that one without the DRM, which it shouldn't have had anyway. I don't really blame any of the programmers or stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to say, like where things go wrong. By the way, I don't know if you've been paying attention, but many of these items in the shop have very, very stupid names that I gave them.
Well, let's get a closer look at those names.
It's mostly the candy bars and the alcohol.
Ham and pineapple, really? Andrew Brutt? Fortunate Charms? Sugar O's? Oh, come on, that one's lazy.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess one afternoon I just like decided on a whim to make this little objective where you have to scan stuff, and decided to give all these things like absurd names.
Get out of here. Let's get all the
Candy bars are like parodies of, or a lot of them are like parodies of real candy bars. I think you've got too many items.
Limiting me, how dare you? Walnut Joy, Choco Frenzy. That actually sounds like it'd be good.
So like, it's
Several Musketeers.
Almond Joy. It's very, very dumb.
Butter Thumbs.
But I think it's pretty like on brand for the overall humor of this game, which is, it kind of revels in how dumb it is.
Is there a candy bar named Spider or something?
Ugh. I don't think so.
I feel like
Spider
that's something.
Crunch.
Yeah, I feel like that's something. Oh, come on, you missed the opportunity with that one. I love the cereals just saying cereal on it.
My favorite is the regular and regular deluxe.
There it is. You guys want some regular cereal? That's all we got. Oh, I got the regular deluxe. I got lucky. Oh, God, no. Yeah, you know where you're going. And time to burn the entire store. Oh. Where's my Molotovs? I love the weapons that you chose for this. How did you go about deciding what weapons exactly that you were going to use?
It was very like iterative, I think. I just kind of like made some stuff and saw what worked well, and like with the spiders, it's like a combination of like what will work well and what is like feasible to do for one person. And I also like as things went along, I wanted to do more stuff that was like kind of far out there where you could like try to like play a little bit more creatively with what you're doing. So that's stuff like the energy drink, the balloons, the gasoline, stuff that you're maybe not going to see in a normal first-person shooter, that like you could combine a few different types of equipment and do something really like silly with it. Like you could use a balloon on a rock that had a spider underneath it and send it really high up, and then put C4 on another rock and then float that up and then detonate the C4.
I am totally going to test that. I kind of feel like you missed a chance at hot dogs to throw at these things.
Yeah, there are some hot dogs actually in the third house level. But I totally should have had some in there.
Oh, we know what we got to do. I love the explosions. I got an achievement.
Have you blown the gas station up before?
Not yet. This is actually my first time playing this level.
Okay. There is a large propane tank that you can shoot at, and it will blow the entire convenience store up, basically.
Speaking of wanting to blow me up, go away! Yeah, you stay down there. You stay there. Well, this one? Oh, God! You weren't lying.
Yeah.
It's a good thing that that players don't take damage, because I was right up on that.
Yeah.
Playing games for...
Not the largest explosion in the game.
Oh, that makes me want to know what's going to be the biggest explosion.
Well, you'll have to beat the game to find out.
So if you were going to do DLC for this game, is there any that you've kind of been thinking over in your head? Like any kinds of levels?
Yeah. Well, there is a kind of a setting that the end of the game implies as like will be the next place you go. Which I don't want to spoil necessarily.
Please don't be something like a spider island.
No, it's not a spider island. But another option would be like to do randomly generated levels to some degree, so that you can kind of like play more endlessly and probably wrap some kind of a mode around that. So where it's a little bit more of like have a challenge, like maybe you go in, you've got a time limit to kill all the spiders and like find all the equipment in this randomly generated level and then do several of those in sequence, something like that. I think that could be like a cool option that would add a lot of like value and replayability to the game.
That'd be fun, or even open up like a workshop where people can make levels and other people can play it, like download them and play them might be really fun.
Yeah, that could be cool too. I have never done anything like that, so I'm not really sure how difficult it would be. I think I mean I know building like a real level editor would be pretty challenging as far as just like an engineering task. But a Steam workshop might not be quite as difficult. I've never looked into it.
Well, the way people mod games anyway, you could probably reach out to the fan base and ask. I'm sure you'd find plenty of programmers who could help you out with it.
Maybe, yeah.
Make it a big old community projects where people can get a lot, like they get a chance at getting thanked and stuff if they help out and everything.
Yeah, that could be cool.
I'm missing one for that. Let's see. Need to get Epic to get you a custom build of the engine for mods. That's what NZ, who's another programmer, said in the chat.
Yeah.
So somebody said, I'm thinking either other spider planets or spiders in space. Oh, that would be a challenge. Spiders in space would be one heck of a challenge.
Interesting. Maybe someone that has played the game.
No spoilers in my... Do I have to start timing people out for spoilers? You can write helpers' names on the toilet. I've seen weirder ones. I wonder if I can shoot these. Uh-oh. Probably... Wait, isn't that supposed to explode? That answered that question.
I'm watching. I think maybe the stream is delayed a little bit for me.
Yeah, by a few
I
seconds.
wasn't sure what you were talking about. I think. Yep, there it goes.
You giving me gasoline, everything burns. Oh my god, everything actually does burn. Wait, is the gasoline just... Is it flames?
No, well, you have to light it on fire.
Oh,
So
okay,
if you're using it around a flame, then maybe it's like
I'm gonna test
lighting
this.
as soon as you use it or something.
Let's test it. There are too many items. Oh well, I'll test it another level. I definitely love like the different levels and just the look of the game just makes this so much more appealing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it was intended to be like really, I don't know, friendly looking, I guess, which kind of plays into the joke of like the horrible, horrible spiders. I particularly like the idea of this, like, the first level, you've got this like really pristine looking, sun-drenched living room. Looks like a place where nothing bad has ever happened. And then after you've gone through, it's just completely destroyed. I mean, that's true of like every part of the game. So that's probably one reason actually why like not having a more photorealistic look is good, because when you've got like the photorealism, you probably wouldn't be able to notice the damage as easily compared to like all the like scorch marks and stuff that you see in this.
So is there a reason there's no other people? Because it kind of gives it a new creepy factor when you realize like you're out in an open town and there's nobody else around. You've got like the ambulance here. Did the spiders kill everyone? Did they do what the demons couldn't?
I mean, maybe. The story is like pretty light on details. It's kind of up to you to like, I guess, decide what happened.
Oh, great. You mean like 49 episodes of a game theory thing about what happened to mankind and kill it with fire?
I mean, I have my own explanation, for which I have like put a few clues here and there, but it's never like really spelled out. And I don't know if I should go into it.
Feel
for
free.
the point of spoilers.
Go into it. It's fine.
All right. Well, so basically, the cheese puffs are the source of all of the problems, and there is a company that is producing these cheese puffs, and they have been doing like all kinds of like mad science in secret to get the cheese puffs to taste super good, but it involves using spiders, and that's also why the cheese puffs transform spiders into different types. And there was some kind of like an accident basically, and that's why there's spiders everywhere.
That actually sounds really cool. I could see that really being a big thing in like the second one if you do another one.
Well, you eventually like kind of get to the to ground zero where it all happened in this game, but it never really like gets explicitly revealed what happens, but that's kind of like my headcanon, I guess.
I like that idea. What are the yellow spiders? Oh, you spit! You put spitting spiders in it.
Yeah, they will spit. Have you got hit by one yet?
Not yet. What happens when you get hit by one?
Yeah, if they hit your head.
I guess I'll find out.
Yeah.
I should be worried, shouldn't I? Hey, buddy.
It's not that bad.
Hi. You want to hit me? You can't aim for the broadside of the barn, can you? There you go, little guy. Oh! Oh, that's actually really cute! The webbing's really cute! And now you die.
Kind of like the blooper in Mario Kart.
Man, these little guys do not want to die. But that's really, I like, who did the drawing of the webbing? That's so super adorable.
That was done by Kara Curley. She's actually the same person that did all of the portraits and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
I see you. So we've seen jumping spiders, exploding spiders, invisible spiders, regular spiders, and the little white, I guess the baby spiders. How many more are there actually in the game?
So there's 8 total, and then 1 enemy that isn't a spider.
One that isn't, I don't... Okay, so that must be later in the game.
Yeah. So I think that you've pretty much seen all of them except for 1 by this point.
Please don't be a giant spider.
There might also be one of those.
No. Oh, okay, that's not something I foresaw as a weapon.
This level is like kind of different than the rest of the levels in the game. It's like a little more puzzly.
I definitely like the look of it.
You can destroy all of the hedge maze
Oh,
with
that's
fire
cool.
or using the weed whacker.
If I can use fire, then...
There is even an achievement for destroying like almost all of it.
And then you've got the... Oh, that's cool. You still can't cheat because you've got the wood there.
There's a couple of like spots where you can actually get through. Like you can make yourself a little shortcut, but it's just in a couple of spots.
That's cool. Like, I love how you did the burning. Like the way it actually spreads is really nice, especially on the bushes here.
Yeah,
It's the
that's
small
a
details that
nice like
work.
material trick.
Are we supposed to... Okay, do we bring things here? It looks like we do. Bonsai tree, maybe? Yes! Where's the other one? I hear you! I hear you. Where are you? You hiding? Good. I'm being mocked by a spider right now. I don't know how to feel about this. Oh, could you imagine if one of the, like... Let's say you did get a bigger team. If you did something where, like, the spiders heard a microphone, if you're actually using a microphone and came towards you, that would send so many streamers running.
Oh my god.
It would be so evil.
Something that I think would be cool is to take people from chat and put their name on the spiders.
Oh, like a Twitch integration thing? That would be awesome.
Exactly. Yeah, that's one of the things that's kind of on my, like... Well, not really on my to-do list, but it's on my, like, backlog of fun ideas, I guess.
Oh, that would be cool, because that would be able to get, like, more people involved in stuff. And then you can laugh as you kill your chat room. I'm not opposed to either of these. Like that, somebody goes, life has no shortcuts, unless you play with fire.
Exactly. It's always a shortcut to success. Oh, so you've made yourself a shortcut there.
I see I have. I'm going to go put this over there, though, because now I'm curious what this opens up. So what inspired you to make this level?
I think it was, well, maybe partially I really like The Witness, and I wanted to make something that was a little bit like of an homage to that. And I had an idea, you know, the game is really all about, it's not really about destroying spiders, it's about destroying everything else.
The
It's
spiders
about, like,
just get stuck in it.
it's about like going way, way too far in trying to do whatever you're doing, and you end up like destroying everything. And so thinking along those lines, like what would be the funniest thing to just absolutely destroy? And you know, a very like peaceful kind of like Japanese garden style thing. But then, you know, you come through and it's just like burnt to a crisp. I think is pretty funny.
Well, I mean, as long as it gets rid of the spiders, I'm okay with it.
Exactly. I
Where are
wanted
the cats? They're dogs. Wait, are the statues in this one cats?
Yeah, they're cats.
Oh,
They're like
because usually,
lions.
like the statues, I thought were dogs. Okay, they might be lions.
Well,
oh no, they are. I'm just dumb.
um, one of the like levels that I had earlier on was to do like a china shop, basically, because you know there's like don't let a bull in a china shop. So you would go in and there would just be like plates and stuff that was really destructible all over the place. I didn't end up doing that, but
Oh, that would have been fun. You could have done like a, you could have done part of one of the little mini missions things being don't break any of the china.
if you killed the spiders without actually destroying any of the china, wow, that would be very hard.
There you go. Challenge mode unlocked. I hear you complaining, little spider. I'll kill you later. Destroy Godzilla. No, no Godzilla. Not yet, anyway. Somebody goes, I'd love to be a spider just to see how to interact with my spider to make it run or maybe scream in spider. Oh, that'd be cool. Like a little pop-up can come up and stuff. That would be a lot of fun.
Mm. Or control when the spider like jumps out at whoever is playing.
They would make them jump nonstop. I'd be chased around by an army of them. Or killing spiders with the china. Either way, it sounds like that'd be a really fun level.
Yeah. Well, I ended up putting a bunch of china in that third level.
And I destroyed it all.
Yeah. There's an achievement actually for destroying all of it. And I don't know if you got it or not. There's actually some in a pretty sneaky location in that level.
So, okay, all of these files, are we able to read them or they're just here?
They're just there. That was like my original intention for those is that they would be like a collectible. And then when you're back in your office, like between levels, you'd be able to read their contents. But the way you make a game, if you're going to localize it, is you've got to kind of have all the text locked way before the game is done. Because you have to send the text away to have it translated into, you know, this game is playable in like 11 languages. So I didn't end up getting it written in time, basically, but I decided to leave those little dossier things in. You'll see like what they tie into later in the game. That symbol, the Omega symbol.
Okay. Because I was curious about that. Like the first time I played it, I was like, "Oh, hi."
The bonsai trees, by the way, there's something more you've got to do with those, other than just put them on the pedestals.
Do I burn them?
Well, you could burn them, but that's not it. There's like a little bit more of a puzzle to it. Like you got to have the right tree on the right pedestal.
Oops, I burned one. No. Put the burn. Oh, that's gonna take it. And then I shoot it. Yes. Okay, so is there a way to tell which one goes to which? Oh, is it the rocks in front?
There's a way to tell. No, it's not the rocks. I think maybe some people in chat figured it out.
Let's see. Match the trees. Oh, yeah, you're right. That one looks right. Come here, you burnt little tree. Did I do it right? Let's see. Looks like it. No, I'm missing one. That one doesn't go there. That's ingenious. Let's see.
Burning them definitely makes it harder.
Yeah, that wasn't on purpose. To be fair. That one goes here. That one goes here. That one goes here. Life imitates art. Yay! Did one. And now to burn them. Celebratory burn. Okay, that one might be... Nope, nope, we got it. We got it in the end. Oh! Okay, the trees are invincible.
This level, I like... I mean, there have kind of been, like, little puzzly things up until this point, but this is the level that's really like, hey, stop and do some puzzles, maybe. All the, like, objectives are there to... It's kind of like a gameplay loop to force you into, like, interactions with spiders, basically. Like, a lot of them involve, like, searching through stuff. And, like, going to find all the tools. You end up, like, searching through all kinds of junk, and then you end up, like, accidentally running into spiders a whole bunch of the time. So, and also just to kind of get you to, like, try to engage with the game a little more, and to, like, slow down and look at things so that you end up finding more of the secrets. Because there's, like, lots of little secrets in the game. It's really all about the secrets, this game.
Now, have you ever actually wanted to make just, like, a straight puzzle game?
Yeah, I've thought about that a lot. It is, it's a tricky genre to make games in, I think. You know, like, you kind of have like two ways to go, I guess. Or there's, like, really two broad categories of puzzle. There's the puzzles that are more, like, system driven, where that's, like, most of, like, what the Witnesses puzzles are like. You have, like, a grid, and there's rules, and, like, more rules get added over time, and there's modifiers and everything, and then you can end up coming up with a lot of different puzzles by just, like, iterating on all of that stuff. And then you have puzzles that are a little bit more, like, enigmatic, where each puzzle is very, like, bespoke, and you kind of have to start thinking more like the person that designed the puzzle in order to get it. That's what a lot of, like, escape rooms are like, and that's more like what the puzzles in this game are like, where each one is, like, more bespoke for that area, but they're also, like, a lot more labor intensive to make. So I think if I were going to make a puzzle game, I would want to make one that was more system driven, like The Witness, because I think you could really generate a lot more content that way, and you could fill up a whole game with the puzzles a lot easier.
Well, I definitely think you have a talent for puzzle games, because the puzzles in this level are really fun. They're not too difficult, which would be nice for, like, a beginning area and stuff like that.
Well, thank you.
And I could already see, like, with the cats, like, as soon as you put them all down, if you put them in the right order, like, it opens up a new area type of thing. And, like, there's a lot you can do.
Yeah.
This kind of
puzzles they're so tricky to make, too, because I feel like no matter how easy you think the puzzle you've made is, there's always someone that's going to get stumped by it.
That's why you give a hint.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to, like, rag on people for not being able to solve puzzles. It's just, like, people think in different ways, and people are, like, engaged with the game on different levels, and it's very hard to, like, please everyone with a particular puzzle, which I think all the puzzles in this game, or almost all of them, are optional, so you can kind of, like, do them as much or as little as you want, and I think that's a big strength. Of course, in like a real puzzle game, though, they're not going to be optional.
Well, you can still have optional puzzles.
Yeah. Also, though, like, you know, probably if you buy a puzzle game, you're not going to be, like, bad at solving puzzles because you bought a puzzle game.
I don't know. I bought puzzles. I bought Portal, and I'm terrible at puzzle games.
Well, at least you're, like, going to be in, like, the right mindset for wanting to solve puzzles. Sure. Whereas, like, in this game, you come in expecting to kill spiders, and then the game almost, like, it's like, hey, slow down a second. What's going on here? Do these puzzles.
Well, I mean, people like having an extra challenge, and you gave it to them.
Mm-hmm.
All right, chat room. What do you... Well, somebody did ask if this is on Steam, and yes, it is. Is it actually coming out to any other consoles, or is it already out on any other consoles?
It's not available on any consoles yet, but maybe at some point. I can't really confirm anything, but right now it's on Steam and it's on the Epic Game Store.
Oh, you guys haven't gone over to GOG yet?
No, we probably will eventually, though. That's more Tiny Bill's decision as far as like what stores it goes on.
Okay, so
do
somebody
you have
asked,
oh, sorry. Go ahead.
what is your favorite spider?
I like the jumping spider.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
I like them from afar.
The queen spiders is pretty cool too, though. I think.
Oh no, a flamingo? Are we in Florida?
This level is like a lot of queen spiders in this level.
Slash and burn, hailberry. Okay, that shouldn't be too difficult. I shudder to ask, but are the queen spider? Well, that's one way to squish you. Queen spiders are the ones that pop out like the little babies, right?
Yep.
Okay. Where did that spider get? Did he just die off somewhere? Okay, I guess he did. So clear spider. What are the clear spiders called? The see-through ones?
Just invisible spiders.
Easy enough. Does that explode? Aw.
This level, so because there's so many queen spiders on it, you can actually soft lock yourself in this level by transforming the queen spiders into other kinds of spiders.
So don't
And then-
use the,
Well, you can use it, but just, probably try to kill the queen spider before it eats it.
That thing is not wanting to die.
Yeah, so you could end up killing the queen spider, and then there won't be enough spiders to kill in order to get out of the level.
Ooh. Is that something you're going to be fixing with an update, or are you just going to leave it because you think it's funny?
I mean, I don't. It's. I think you'd have to be trying really hard to make it happen. I very much doubt that like people have run into the situation by accident. So I'm not super worried about it. I think it's just kind of a funny thing that can occur.
They're gonna say I'm not gonna do it, guys. I'm not gonna soft lock myself. Don't worry. I haven't broken this game yet.
Well, that's good.
I said yet. Give me a little while. Let's see. Oh, there's the balloons.
Do you
Guess
have
you're gonna learn to fly. You are.
Do you have the C4?
No, I have Molotov cocktails though.
Ah.
Not gonna give you the chance to jump. Oh, no, 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 no. Ooh, still tried to get me. Why is it always the face?
Somebody in your chat really wants to know about picking up a publisher. I think that as far as that goes, like, what a publisher is interested in is in a game that they will be able to sell.
So something unique.
I mean, I think it's more than that. Like, it's it has to. You have to be able to like immediately. Imagine like you've got a game idea, but you have 10 seconds to sell the game. Like, what GIF can you make, or 10-second video can you make that will like sell the game in that amount of time? And I think that, like, if you can do that, then probably a publisher Well, and you also have to kind of prove to them that you can actually execute on the idea. And if you can do that, I think that you would have a publisher be interested in your game probably. So like in my case, I was able to like put it on Imgur and Reddit and stuff, and it went, you know, to like the front page on several occurrences, which kind of like proved to them that people were interested in the game. So I would have that in mind, I guess.
Now, were you in, and I don't know if you can answer this, I'm not trying to get you in trouble or anything with TinyBuild, but when TinyBuild came to you to talk to you about working with them, were there any other publishers that had come to you as well, or were they the only ones?
No, they weren't the only ones. But yeah, I mean, I can't get like too deep into it.
Yeah, I don't want you to say anything that would get you in trouble with them.
Yeah, I mean, they know. But yeah, I mean, TinyBuild is great. They were a huge. I probably would have never finished the game without them. They did all the localization. They really helped out a lot with like quality assurance and all of the like later trailers and everything. They did that part. That's all stuff that like a publisher is really great for.
Their emails for it have been really fun, and so the representative from them for this game, she got a good laugh out of my streams of screaming and running away from spiders.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, this game is also, it's like so handcrafted for YouTube and Twitch, for like people to play it and make entertaining content from it. I really like kind of started from that place.
Well, it definitely works with that kind of thing. This is such a fun game to stream, especially with everyone that gets involved with laughing and yelling and rooting for the spiders, which you guys really need to stop doing. It kills my self-esteem when you're rooting for the spider to win. So, Enzi asked, did you struggle to build any of the environments for the game?
Well, I don't know if struggle is the right word, but I mean, it's very time-consuming. I think probably that's what I spent the most time doing was building the environments.
So did you do most of the environment building yourself? Because these actually look really good, especially like with the effect and everything.
So yeah, I mean, I mostly put them together myself. Definitely, most of the art is like from like the Unreal Marketplace or things like that. I'm more of an engineer than a 3D modeler, but you take these pieces and assemble them into like, these coherent environments. And even if you have a lot of really good pieces to work with, it's still extraordinarily time consuming to do. And then on top of that, you've got to make sure all the collision works right, and you've got to make sure the spider pathfinding works right, and yeah, it's a ton of work. I think if you were to break down like what I did on the game, it would probably be like half of the time was just spent building the levels.
Now, here's a question for those that are looking to get into developing for games and stuff. Do you recommend that they go to for college or self-learn? And if college, what classes might be good for them to look at taking?
Well, I mean, I don't know if I can really recommend one course or another, but I can tell you what I did. I went to the University of Tennessee and got a bachelor's degree in computer science.
Wow.
And then after that, I went to a graduate program at SMU called the Guildhall, which is like a special program for game development. So I got a master's of interactive technology is what they call it. Sounds really fancy. And then from there, I got a job at Certain Affinity and kind of like began my career. So that was what I did. I think that the Guildhall is, at least at that time, it was a really great program. I'm not sure what it's like now. Definitely do your research. I had a lot of loans. I can say that. So I think if you're going to do something like that, you've got to really take it seriously. I mean, I know a lot of people that went through that program and did not end up getting a job in the game industry. And I think you could probably say the same about any program, Full Sail, DigiPen, whatever it is. Like, it's not a guarantee you're gonna get a job making games, but it can help, if you're willing to put the work in.
So when you went to school for computer sciences, did you want to do game development, or did you figure you were just going to be like a tech or something like that?
No, I was originally I was going to be a doctor, and
that's one heck of a leap.
I was really interested in like neural networks and stuff. I thought I was interested in it at least, and so I took a computer science class just as kind of like a first step towards understanding that a little bit more and how it could like relate to the brain and stuff. And I had never done any kind of programming before like my freshman year of college, and it was kind of just like this immediate thing where I like started learning about programming, and then I just knew that was what I did, that it was like that I just like I was a programmer. Like I just took to it like nothing I had ever taken to in my life. And so then from there it was like, okay, well, I'm going to be a programmer, so what am I going to do with that? And I had always loved video games, of course, as a kid and everything. I didn't really like grow up having like dreams of making games as a career. But when I sat down to think like, okay, if I'm going to be a programmer, what I'm going to do with this? And I was like, well, I want to do something cool, was how I thought of it. And that's what I picked. I remember like, basically like when I decided, I was like, I'm going to switch my major to computer science, and I'm going to make video games.
How did your parents feel about that?
I still hear about it from my mom sometimes, that I should like go back to school and become a doctor, even though I've like been pretty successful with the whole video games thing.
Oh, I think that's just moms in general.
Yeah, I guess so. They don't really get it. They don't really understand video games.
So
maybe some moms do.
Well, hey, I'm sure she still supports the game. She just wants to go around saying, "My son's a doctor. My son's a doctor." So we have Nine Horse. I love your guys' screen names. Nine Horse Hitch asking, "What is one thing you wish you had more time to add into the game?"
Ooh. Well, there's the whole dossier thing that I talked about. I'll probably still do that at some point. Let me think. I think probably the procedural levels. Like, if I could just like snap my fingers and make something appear in the game, I think that would be really cool. Like randomly generated levels, basically.
I definitely would like to see that in the future. Or definitely the workshop would be cool. I just want to see what levels people would make.
Yeah.
Because I could see, like, how they used to do the Doom, I don't know if you played the original Doom, but they used to have, like, the Doom Wad contest where people would make their own Doom levels and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
That'd be fun to see with this, like, have Tiny Build hold little competitions where people would build levels and other people have to get through them so you can get through them the fastest while solving all the puzzles or, all the accomplishments and everything. That would be a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to have to look more into that, of how hard it would be to hook up the workshop. I would imagine that you basically have to have Unreal Like you'd have to have the editor in order to make a level in some form or fashion. Which I mean, could be done.
Yeah.
People could download Unreal. Probably a lot of people already have it.
Yeah, I think it's like free to download. Cause I had it for a little while when I was trying to help somebody out with making a video game, and then they learned not to let me help them out.
Yeah. It is quite a piece of software, the Unreal Engine. I mean, I've worked with it full time for more than 4 years, and I wouldn't sit here and tell you that I know everything about it, not by a long shot. There's all like every once in a while I'll open up some new like editor or sub editor within Unreal that I've never seen before. That it's like I'll find out that it's got this whole other system that I never even knew about. And it's just like, I don't know, it's really like humbling when you're like, yeah, I'm an Unreal expert, and then you're like, this whole foliage thing, I didn't even know it existed.
You know what's weird is I was just doing another game today, and it's a really fun game, but the grass in this and the flowers look better than that game's flowers. Because they did like and it's a good game. It's Ancestors. But the way they did the flowers was, it looks like a JPEG that they just kind of put two halves together.
Huh.
And in this, it actually looks like grass and stuff. It's weird unless you actually see it, because I was kind of joking about that when I was playing it. But like you see it in this, you see this, and it looks like. It doesn't look like just the two JPEGs that they put together.
Yeah, well, it's actually a model rather than a sprite. Which maybe that's what the grass looks like in that game. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it might be. It's like just the flowers. I noticed them because I was running past them in the game. Like, everything else looks beautiful, but you poor flowers.
Yeah. There's all kinds of little like weird tricks you have to do to make a game work right. And like stuff being sprites is one of them. Maybe that stuff that like players aren't going to pay that much attention to. You could make it a sprite instead of a model, and like save yourself trouble or performance.
Oh, please tell me I didn't softlock myself.
Do you have the tracker where you can see how many spiders are left? Now you got 13 spiders left.
All right, I'm good. Where are you guys hiding? I don't hear him either. That's what has me. Wait, what's this? Okay, I need one more for that.
I know where it is. It's on the sign above the door.
Are you serious?
Uh-huh.
That's just evil.
Pumpkins.
Oh my gosh. That's just evil. Oh, come back here, you little exploder.
Have you seen Alien or Aliens?
Yeah.
The scene in Aliens where the aliens like cut the power and they've got their motion tracker and they can see that they're like getting closer and closer, and they should be in the room, but they can't see them, and then they realize that all of the aliens are like in the ceiling is very like that's definitely like an inspiration.
Air duct, are you?
Well, actually, the air ducts are like spawn points for spiders in the arachnogauntlets. Usually, that's where they come out of, is the air ducts.
That makes sense.
Yeah. The red spiders, by the way, are immune to fire.
I figured that out after a couple of puffs.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. They explode, so that does make sense. What if I can get up here? Nope.
You actually can get up onto all the buildings and stuff in this level. Maybe not just by jumping, but you could stack the hay bales and like climb up on top of stuff. Or
I see why you wanted us to burn them.
Or you can attach balloons to a hay bale and float yourself up.
Let's see. Where are my balloons? I'm going to try something. No, come here. No, come here. No. flew off before I could do my plan. All right, let's try this. Let's try jumping on something before it goes up in the air.
Well, most of the stuff you can't actually step on. It's like you don't actually collide with most of the physics objects, but you do collide with the hay bales.
It was worth a shot anyway. That just looks so weird. Should have an achievement for getting all the fruit up there. Somebody goes, they all float down here. Wouldn't it be up here? Oh, I don't have any more hay bales. Wait, what about the boxes? I hear you, Spider.
Which boxes? Like the big crates?
Yeah.
Maybe you will collide with that, actually. Yeah.
Aha. How many?
You might need to put a lot of balloons on it, though.
I don't think this is going to... I don't think... even if this works, I'm not going to be able to see.
Try crouching.
Come on, box. Come on. Yes! Yes, 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 yes. Woohoo! That... all that work for falling. No! You betrayed me, Box! You betrayed me! Make sure you don't go anywhere. Can you shoot the balloons? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You asked for this, Box. I'm doing this because I love you. Ask for it.
So one of the objectives in this level, you have to use the balloons to raise up that anvil and then lure the spiders underneath the anvil and drop the anvil on them.
That is some Looney Tunes right there, and I love it.
It really is. And I mean, this game is like, you know how that people are talking about that Spider-Man game from like a year ago, and they're like, this game will make you feel like Spider-Man. That whole meme.
Yeah.
This game will make you feel like Elmer Fudd.
I'm not opposed to this.
It is definitely a very like Looney Tunes brand of humor. Either like Elmer Fudd or Tom and Jerry.
Either one
specifically.
works.
Yeah. Or maybe Wile E. Coyote also.
You know, I like that almost everyone you've mentioned usually doesn't end up being the winner. That's bad for the rest of us.
Well, you'll have to see how the game ends.
Oh no. It's gonna be a giant... You worked on Doom! It really is gonna be a giant spider monster. You have become Pennywise. It didn't work, Pennywise fell.
I actually had the... you were originally going to get the balloon at the gas station level, and I had it coming out of one of those storm drains.
Oh, so why did you decide not to do that?
Basically, I had, like, redistributed which weapon came out of which level. And I was like... I think I had too many weapons in level 4. And I needed to, like... You know, there's kind of a rhythm to it. So, like, you want to keep discovering new things in every level. So I ended up putting the balloons in this later level.
Where is the last one? Wait.
Maybe I should have switched them and had the gasoline in this level and put the balloon in level 4.
Yeah,
I think that... But I really like the idea. I mean, the gasoline makes sense that you would find it at the gas station. I guess I could put it in there with the tractor, though.
I don't know. I like the way you have it set up. It makes some kind of sense in a Looney Tune-ish way.
Yeah. The gas station, that level is like... It's supposed to be the level where you really, like, start to understand the magnitude of destruction. that is going to happen in this game, and like giving you the can of gasoline, I think really works towards that.
Oh no, there's bales of hay, and I already pressed the exit. Don't worry, guys. We'll be redoing this level another day.
You've got to get the anvil thing.
Oh yeah, no, that's gonna be the next thing we do. But I wanted to show them one more level tonight, if you don't mind staying for one more.
Oh, that's fine.
Paper trail. I like that you gave upgrades as well. There's a spider right there, isn't there?
Give me a squeeb begin object class, script blueprint graph, K2 node underscore variable set. Namek 2 node underscore variable set.
And I'm all about finding like little secrets and things like that.
Use controller rotation yob self context node pos x 160.
The Mario games on Wii U, New Super Mario and the Wii, the New Super Mario
fun game.
and New Super Mario's U. Those are some of my favorite games, and I think that like each level kind of has its own new little thing that it brings, but they're also, those games are all about secrets. Like each level has some hidden things in it, and you start to kind of like learn the language of where they're going to put those things, and it's almost like this weird meta conversation is happening between you, the player, and the developer of the level, or the designer of the level, where you can like start to pick up on clues of where the star coins are going to be and stuff. So I really like, I wanted to make sure that I had stuff like this, but also I want to make sure that, you know, you get something cool for finding it also.
I'll be disappointed if there's not a spider behind this. Aw, disappointment. You had the chance. You could have put a spider or something behind the achieve poster.
Well, they're random, so it could be there in the future. Like where the spiders are is almost entirely random.
Like the stream and everything else will be random.
Thank you, Bumpman. And thank you for the sub. They're getting more and more aggressive, I've noticed, as the levels go on. Is that on purpose?
I think there's just more of them.
Because before they were at least hiding, now they're just coming right out at me. Just because I didn't do the anvil, isn't it? Oops. Yeah, thank you guys that have been subbing and all of that. Somebody just did a Streamlabs, and I believe that was completely in coding. Thank you, Enzi. I have no idea what any of that meant. It's just a whole long string of, I think, actual coding for Unreal.
Oh, I didn't see that.
This isn't breakable, is it? Darn it. How could you put an unbreakable window here? Haven't you played a video game?
That's so you can see the radioactive spiders before you encounter them later.
Why? Why radioactive spiders? I'm afraid to see what they do. They do anything if they bite you? Am I gonna become Spider-Man?
Oh, that would have been cool. I would have had to make like a whole nother game though.
Give you the temporary ability to climb up a wall and not much else.
Gives you the ability to withstand explosions and fire without being killed.
Who?
Which you already have.
Someone just have a bunch of tins at their desk? Okay. Alright, now you guys are doing that to distract me. Stop it. You guys can sub after the interview. Achieve. So what kind of office is this exactly? I like the racing chair. I have one like this.
So this is the company that makes the chips. The cheese puffs. I mean, there's nothing in the game that, you know, explicitly tells you that, but like that's my head canon.
I like the spaceship. the NASA ship. But I can't
Each one of these employees, like they've kind of got their, I don't know, a little bit of like a personality based on the stuff they've got around their desk. And then one of the employees is the person that owned the house that you start in.
Oh, you little... Yeah, you got what you deserved. Stop spitting at me as you're dying. So, are any of these desks based on anyone that worked on the game? Like, is any of them would be close to, like, your desk or anything like that?
Not really. I mean...
Set the fire alarm on fire.
I've got, 2 monitors in a fancy tower and stuff. I do a weird thing, though, with my monitors where I've got one horizontal monitor and one vertical monitor.
Oh, I know a couple people that do that.
Yeah, it's good. The vertical monitors are really good for writing code.
Who has a treadmill right under their desk? Is this a thing?
Yeah, it's a thing. People that like to stay fit or whatever. I don't know. There's supposed to be like stereotypes of people, basically. Like one guy is like really like messy, and they've also got like kind of different.
Found the artist.
Yeah, different like kind of quality of setups, I guess, depending on how they're valued by the company. Like one guy's got like a CRT monitor and stuff.
That's
if you
Bob.
notice, looking out the window, you can see like the rest of the game, all like the different levels that you have previously been through.
Oh, that's such a nice touch.
Yeah.
Wow, look at the mountains. See, I like this kind of polygon look instead of like what everyone else seems to be doing with polygon, where they're trying to do like the PlayStation 1 effect, and it's like they even do the controls for that.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of games recently that are trying to like ape more of a old PlayStation look. I don't know. I guess I can see where they're coming from.
It's not a bad look. It's just that when they like, it annoys me because they always do like the controls like that way, the way it used to be, and it's like, look, didn't we evolve in gaming for a reason?
Yeah. I think that it's a nice look because it's like it's stylized, obviously. Like it's low poly, but it's not like apologizing for being low poly. But you still got like modern lighting, and so it looks nice because of that. Not that I'm like really responsible for that. It's just Unreal's lighting. It's really got like a very basic lighting setup, where there's like a skylight and a directional light, and there's almost no lights in the game other than that, and kind of just like let it do its thing.
Why would you put jumping spiders in the server? I feel like there's probably someone that's actually had to say that in real life.
This is the office of the guy that lives in that house. You can tell because he's got the same pictures.
Oh, you like it? Oh, it's an Atari joystick. Works so well in Polygon. I guess because it's basically a polygon anyway when you see it in real life. A drive.
I like to put the jumping spiders, especially in really cramped rooms, so that they like really you're like in like really close proximity to them.
You're just a little
kind of
bit
an evil thing that I did.
You're evil.
I think you've got to have somebody kind of evil to end up with a game like this.
True.
It wouldn't be any fun otherwise.
I'm curious to see what these are gonna do. Oh. No.
This is like a good example of what I was talking about, where like you end up coming into contact with a lot of spiders. You're doing the objective, but in doing the objective you have to like look all over the place and like at all this minutia of props everywhere, and end up maybe getting scared by spiders in the process that are like hiding on the underside of something.
Pure evil. You and the chat room. Alright, there's something shiny over here. Oh, one of the batteries. So who is this lovely lady?
Well, the one with the cat is... Oh, I think you're looking at... That's my mom.
Aw.
In the white dress. And then the one with the cat, that's Kara. She did all the portraits and the web.
I love the cat. That is not what I wanted to pick up, game. Thank you. Uh-oh. Where did that go? Oh, no. I lost one of the thumb drives.
Yeah, they can end up... The physics can get kind of crazy. They do have some little sparklies on them, though. So that might help you find it.
Please have just gone into the other room. Uh-oh. See, it's not there.
I think there's one over by the door.
You can go look. Yep, there's one over there. Is there an extra one just in case one might, oh, I don't know, accidentally go through the floor?
No, there's not an extra one.
Oh.
I've never seen one escape the level, though. So I'm sure it's there somewhere.
Could it have fallen in here, maybe?
They are hidden.
Because there was one on top of this, and when I picked it up, it kind of vanished.
I bet that was the one by the door. I bet it got flung over.
Man, that thing went flying.
Check behind the monitor.
Alright. Oh, I like curved monitors. I always wanted to get one of those. Nope, not there. So, oh, wait. No, I think I found it. So are they all in this room, or are they in random
Yeah,
spots?
they're all in this room.
Alright, so I've got to find the last one.
I originally had them spread over, like the whole level, and I remember playing through it once and basically just being like, "This is too much. There's no way people are gonna be able to find these."
Uh-oh. It had to have gone somewhere. It really didn't go through the level, did it?
I doubt it. Just start chucking stuff out of the room.
Oh, there it is. So somehow it did get sent flying. Hacking the main for... Oh dear. I hope that wasn't important. Gonna leave and say we didn't do anything. It was like that when we got here. I'm sure that'll be fine. The spider stole it, admit it. That would be terrible but funny to see the spiders just crawl away with it.
Sometimes they end up looking like they're doing stuff like that because they can move things. So they'll end up like dragging something with them. It's pretty funny.
Remember to wash your hand, little spider. Oh, never mind. Oh, there you are. I knew there was going to be one in here. Oh, there's the code you were talking about earlier.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I didn't do it. I didn't break it.
Is it possible to get a Fall Guys Kill It With Fire crossover event? Oh, maybe.
I do know,
I should talk to Devolver. They're here in Austin.
I know Fall Guys is looking for costume. They're doing like a costume contest thing. You could probably get them to put in a Kill It with Fire spider costume.
Maybe. I'll talk to Tiny Build about it. I still haven't played Fall Guys yet. I hear it's really good.
I've got it, and I haven't got. I was gonna play it this weekend. If you've got it, you can come play with us.
I have like basically stopped playing games in like the run up to releasing this because all I was doing was just working on this.
Yeah, well, now you've released, so you can relax a little. Also, I've got to ask, is it a lie?
Yeah, you can't even eat it.
Oh, it does work. Royal grape. So each of the flavors does something different, right?
That's right, yeah. Each of them transforms the spider into a different type of spider.
That's cool.
So the royal grape transforms them into queen spiders.
I've never seen an office with a dishwasher. It's neat. Okay, so we've got the fire. So does the extinguisher freeze them?
It slows them down. It also makes them fireproof, though. So...
Never using that again.
Yeah, I guess you kind of have to decide if it's worth it.
I love the... Man, you can really throw things. Let's see. I see you over there. Come here, buddy. It'll only hurt for a minute. Woohoo! Nope. Exploder. You know, I've noticed a lot of game dev groups and, well, animation as well seem to be in Texas. Is it like a big, big place right now for, like, creative...
You cut out there for a second.
I said, I've noticed a lot of groups are in, like, Austin and just Texas in general. Is it seem to be, like, a big state for creativity, it seems like? Like, everyone seems to be leaving Hollywood and going there for, like, game development, animation, and all that?
Oh, definitely. There is a pretty large exodus of people from California moving to Austin and Dallas, which is like, it's good and bad. The property values here are starting to like imitate the Bay Area in terms of like how inflated they are.
Oh no.
Which is like good if you already own property, I guess. But yeah, they certainly have lots of problems from that.
Yeah, because I was looking at going to Texas because I've always heard like getting a house is pretty cheap there, but if it's going to start skyrocketing, I might as well stay in Florida.
I think it depends on what part of Texas you're talking about.
Why are there so many dead spiders?
But yeah, like Austin has been booming for like the last several years. Maybe you might want to try letting some of the radioactive spiders live. You can see what they do.
It seems like they kill the others. Whoa! Wait, are they bringing back the... Oh, no. Oh, why would you do... Oh, zombie spiders? You sadistic man!
I'm just like
these
sitting
die
here
now.
like cackling at what's going on.
These things... No, these stay dead. Come here. Where are they? Where are you? You need to die. You need to die now. Oh, no. Where are you? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Uh-oh. You come here. I'm not letting you to bring anybody else to life. Oh,
Have you unlocked any of the arachno gauntlets yet?
I've unlocked one of them. And that was a lot of fun. Because I had saved up all my, my fire, so I just blew everything away.
Uh-huh. This level has I think it probably has the best arachno gauntlet. It's, you have to kill 10 spiders in 10 different ways in a minute.
Wow. I'm definitely going to have to come back and try that.
Yeah, it's definitely one that's probably better if you do come back, because it might be kind of hard unless you've collected most of the equipment in the game. You're actually getting towards the end of the game, and but then the idea is that like you'll get through the game, but then there's basically a level after the credits, and there's some stuff in that level that you can't do unless you've beaten enough of the arachno gauntlets. So then you got to go back to the previous levels and finish all the arachno gauntlets. And then if you do all of the arachno gauntlets and you go to that secret level, then you can activate something and then you get the secret ending.
I shudder to think what the secret ending is, but now I'm definitely curious. Well, if you'd
It's
like to
pretty-
stay, it's how many more levels until the end?
So you've got one more level after this.
If you'd like to stay for the end.
Yeah, sure. And you got one more level until the credits, but then, it's you've kind of up to whether or not you want to go back and get the secret ending, which will take a lot more time.
Yeah, that would probably be another stream entirely.
Yeah.
Radiation time, Hulk smash. I'm surprised the spiders brought back to life aren't like a little stronger or need another 2 or 3 hits compared to what they were when they were alive.
Yeah, they actually are slower too.
Slow zombies.
Yeah. And if you notice, they disappear when they die, so that you can't just keep bringing them back over and over again.
Oh, I know now I can do this. Oh, there's actually the achievement.
Yeah.
Is that sugar in the bowl? Why did I have expect the spider to jump out? We're just gonna make sure that no spiders get out of the I know your plan, spiders. Yeah, that's right. It's real wood. Enjoy your burn. You're up there, aren't you? I can hear you, but I can't see you. Nope.
There's only invisible spiders in this room.
Once again, evil. Where are you? So that'll definitely bring you out. Oh, you don't want that, do you? I see you.
If you can't find them, probably the best thing to do is just to burn everything. It's usually a good strategy.
So got that. Flare gun. I'm about to have fun. There's a big flare gun. Right. Come on, come out.
You can pick up the flares once you've shot them
Oh.
and throw them around.
Oh, they can burn things too. That's cool. Found ya. Don't like that, do ya?
The flare gun is one of the last weapons I did.
4? 1? What? 4. Okay, somebody in the chat might need to write this down. 417. Well, I did see the safe. 6. 4176. Alright, 6417.
Omni Wolf Prime asked if I have a favorite weapon. I really like the silenced pistol.
So is this entire level going to be like just invisible spiders?
No, just in that one room.
Oh, I think an entire level of that would just be...
It might get boring
Yeah.
if there are too many.
Not unless you make them do something like be able to jump or something. Okay. Okay, so we've got this. We've got 2 at least. Okay, there's somewhere we've got to be able to go from here.
Yeah.
Bye. Is there like a secret room in the bathroom? No. What's the point of the bathroom? Oh, a key. Okay, key goes here. I hear you chittering. Burn. Oh, does that go to the door? Nope. Do you want to give me a hint on where the key goes? Does it go in the toilet?
Well, you can't use it quite yet.
Put that in there then. So I've got these 2 rooms.
Uh-huh. You definitely need to use something in the bathroom. That's where you get to the next part.
Does that something go boom?
No.
Oh, I see it. Huh. Okay, now I see where I use the key. You got lucky, Spider.
You can also, anytime there's a lock like that, you can just shoot the lock off.
I did that the first time. Okay, okay. It was 1. No, it was 6. No. No, wait. Let me go look at the colors again.
You could just bring the laptop
Oh.
with you.
Stop making it easy. Supposed to be struggling here. That's why it's funny. Okay, you go down here. 1, 7. So have you watched anyone else actually playing this game yet? Or...
Oh yeah, definitely. That's like a lot of how I've improved the game was from like watching people play it on YouTube and on Twitch and kind of like seeing where they got tripped up and all of that stuff. I had Jacksepticeye play it actually. He played the first demo. I mean, I didn't like watch him live or anything, but he watched him play like the first level, which was pretty cool. That dude's got a couple of subscribers.
just a few.
Yeah.
I mean, I played it too. I guess they didn't show it to you. So we need 5. Oh, I should have left the radioactive spiders alive, shouldn't I have?
Well, there might still be one in there.
So I've killed 2 so far. All right, radioactive spiders, I won't kill you for once. Thank you for the battery. That's right. Yeah, there you are, honey. Come on. Come on out. Come on. Come on. That's right. Go on. Go do your thing. Don't avoid the other spiders. Where'd you go? Oh, now he's just messing with me. Where'd you go?
The way their hiding works is basically if they like break line of sight with you, then they'll just hide.
How
So
did you manage that? Go on, buddy. Trying to get him to go to the other actual spiders. Oh, there we go.
you probably will eventually. If you hit them just a little bit, they'll run faster. But maybe don't do it with the frying pan because that might kill them. The frying pan's really powerful.
I'll just hit him with the board. Where did you spawn? Yeah, you keep going back over there, don't you? No, where'd you go this time?
One like tricky thing that I had to do was,
Oh!
like
There he goes.
it's broken into like different rooms. The whole game. So the spiders like won't go when they're running away. They won't go into a room that you can't get into yet.
Oh, that's neat.
Because otherwise you could scare them all away and then you'd never be able to progress because they're all in a room that you've got to kill 5 spiders to get into, but you've only killed 4 spiders.
Did that ever happen during testing? Like original testing?
Just when I was playing it, it's something that I realized could happen very early on. Did you get the laser upgrade
There's a laser
in the
upgrade?
last level? Yeah, you can get a laser on your tracker.
Oh, I didn't get it. Oh, definitely. Well, I'm going to be playing this again to try to unlock everything.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty powerful. There's also an RPG in the last level that I don't think you got.
So Minuteman asks, which spider has the best personality?
I think probably just the normal spider, It's just like an all-around good spider.
He the spider bro?
Yeah.
Come on, you little radioactive spiders. Wait, can I press the button? No. You give me a big red button and you won't let me press it.
Oh, I'm going to let you press it. You've
Oh.
just got to find the arming keys first.
Oh, I see how it is. That's a chocolate bar. Come on, Spidey, you want a chocolate bar? Or literally anything to spawn back again? What's going on? Oh. There you go, buddy. I kind of wish the radioactive ones would immediately go after, like, dead spiders.
Yeah, I've put so there's like points that the level is full of these like random points. Well, they're not random. I put them there. And a lot of the spider corpses are near those points to kind of like encourage the radioactive spiders to go resurrect them without having to do a bunch of extra work to make them actually like go to those locations. But it's still kind of like up to chance as to whether or not they'll do it.
I just noticed the zombie spiders kind of make like a groaning sound.
Do they?
Yeah, it's like well, I guess it's like a slower version of their normal sound, but it kind of sounds like a groaning like a zombie would make.
All right. I mean, I don't remember making that, but I believe you.
Maybe they're just really angry.
Maybe
at
that's
me.
just how the normal spiders sound. Or, oh, you know what you're probably hearing is the radioactive spiders. They have like a very distinct sound effect.
Out of here. Yeah, I guess that must be them. Where did you come from? Oh, wow. How many are on this box? Uh-oh. Well, this is getting Molotov.
Someone asked, or Gleese asked, if you could add another type of spider, what would it be? Maybe like one that would bite you, and like you would have like some kind of reaction to the venom. I've heard a couple of different people suggest that, and I think that's a cool idea.
Like
but it would
make
have
the
to
screen go psychedelic and stuff?
maybe, yeah, it would have to be something cool, but like not so annoying, you know?
That would be kind of funny. Make you see like giant spiders that aren't there, so for a few seconds you're just kind of smacking at the walls and stuff.
Another option would be maybe like a spider that, well, it's like in Prey. Have you played Prey?
Yeah, I played the original and a little bit of the newer one.
Where they can turn into like objects in the world. So like, do the mimics from Prey.
Oh yeah, except maybe the mimic spiders would have like when it turns into an object, it'll have an extra leg or two to kind of give it away.
Yeah, maybe, or maybe it'll like move slightly or something like that.
That'd be really fun, especially if you're gonna do a multiplayer thing.
Oh God, yeah. I think like one way to think about this game kind of is it's almost like single player prop hunt.
See,
In a way.
that's what I was thinking of when you mentioned the mimic thing.
Yeah, except the spiders just hide on stuff. They don't become stuff, which is
Not
what they do
yet.
in prop hunt.
Okay, so now I have another key. Is that one of these? No.
So that opens up that armory that you were just in. A second
Okay.
ago. Yeah.
I'll get you later, spiders. You guys keep doing your zombie thing.
I have played so much that I've, kind of become desensitized, I guess you could say, to the spiders. Except for the jumping spiders, still scare the crap out of me sometimes.
Can I make these explode?
Oh, yeah, you didn't find the RPG. So you can't use the rockets.
There's a lot I've got to find. Which gives it a lot of replayability.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of like little things to get. Also all the batteries.
Yeah, I've been looking for the batteries when I'm more serious on streaming the game. Talking spiders?
That talking spider would be cool. My original idea for the game was going to be a lot more like narrative driven, and you're going to be it's still kind of in the game in the music at least, and in like the main menu, where you're kind of like a detective basically. So you're like this pest control guy, but you take your job way too seriously, and you think of yourself as like this like noir style detective. And I wanted him to be like animating the game, like not animating, narrating the game, like self-narrating it. Oh, you don't have the assault rifle either, do you?
No, I've got to do well, I'm going to be doing another stream where I go more in depth into it and stuff.
Yeah.
This is just for the interview and stuff, showing it off. Because we did one stream where we basically did the first 3 levels as completely as I could, and it was a lot of fun. Again, everyone was rooting for the spiders. I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
I debated about making the ammo for weapons that you don't have yet just like disappear, but
well, it kind of gives you a hint at things you've missed.
It does. That's why I left them in, so that if you find like a pile of rockets but you can't pick them up, but they have that sparkle that you know that it's ammo, then you're like, ah, crap! I missed a rocket launcher. Got to go back and find that.
I feel like it's just gonna send me flying constantly, but it'll be worth it. There it is. I knew you'd be hiding somewhere. I want to do something dumb. I'm gonna do something dumb. You stay right there. Nope. Okay. I wanted to see if it made a big boom.
Oh, this big like tank thing.
Yeah, I thought it would be like the one at the gas station.
Those are very like bespoke explosions. You know, like I like really set those up particularly to make them work that way. It would be cool if more of the stuff in the game would explode like that, though. But it would be a lot harder to make the whole game work that way.
What'd I do? Oh, okay. Is that a nuke? I mean, that's one way to get rid of your spot. Wait, no. No. Is there a way to run in this?
Yeah, there's an upgrade that will let you sprint.
Oh, you're evil. I don't have it on. I guess I'm just going to walk to my death slowly.
Wait, where are you going? You gotta fight all the spiders.
Oh.
There's a...
I was just gonna... Okay.
Oh, so you're trying to run. You're trying to outrun the atomic bomb.
I never said I was smart. Theoretically, it worked for a few seconds.
Make sure you look up.
Using fire around an atomic bomb. Yes. I'm using...
There is a particularly large spider in there.
I don't thankfully see it yet. I don't want it. Ah! Oh, please tell me that thing can die. Oh, God.
If you shoot it, it'll drop more like baby spiders.
I don't think I made it in time. It was a very big spider. I don't like it. Just noticed the convenience store sign kind of looks like the Sesame Street sign. So I got the good ending. Is there any other choice but everything blowing up?
No, I mean that's how it is. Whether or not you like defeat 30 spiders there, so yeah.
At least the spiders are gone.
Exactly.
Spider Slayer. Yes. This is how yeah, the music actually does sound a lot like Postal. Actually, that would make way too much sense.
That music that plays during the Arachno Gauntlets is really like You know, it's supposed to be like Doom music, to where like the game kind of switches from being a horror game to being Doom.
Now you have to deal with the cockroaches. Oh no, now we figured out the second game.
Well, remember when I said there was one type of enemy that wasn't a spider?
Oh, come on! You didn't actually do that.
You'll have to defeat all the arachno gauntlets, and then you
Nope,
can see.
I'm out. I hate roaches. I'll deal with spiders more than I will roaches most of the time. They are without mercy, but she was far, far worse. Burn them all until it's done. Yes! I want fan art of me as the Spider Slayer.
Well, the exterminator really doesn't have an identity at this point. You know, you're like, it's really just supposed to be like you, I guess. You don't even have arms.
Just the weapons are just kind of super glued to us or something.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, they're just kind of floating there. You can skip this if you want, and then you can see what...
Oh, come on. Everyone deserves some love, though. You guys all work
Yeah,
really
that's
hard on this. Moral support animals. Aw. So, unnamed exterminator who destroyed everything to kill spiders. That's a great tagline.
Yeah, I mean, that's the game in a nutshell.
That's going to bring us to the... Okay, so this must be the extra level.
That's right.
3 months later. And then everything's still destroyed outside. How did we survive it, though?
Well, you survived everything else.
True. We really are the demon, or the Spider Slayer. We
You
have a
should
PhD in spider
go
destruction.
outside and take a look.
Let's see.
So there's basically like some doors in this level that you have to, you know, like other doors, you have to have completed enough objectives to open or killed enough spiders to open. These you have to have completed enough of the gauntlets to open.
I think so far I've
And-
only done one of them. What does this do?
Yeah, so I think you need to do a few more before you can open any of the doors. But
Kill it with
there's
fire
some.
pest control.
You can get an achievement actually for knocking all of those letters off. Oh, off the building.
Oh,
Not
okay.
the van. Yeah. If you look in the storm drains in this level, you'll find an upgrade for tiny mode. You can play through the levels as like a little tiny person.
Lit. I like this. Let's see. Let's look around a little bit more. So there's no spiders at least. So we've won that one
Yeah, you've won the war.
for now.
Or have you?
Yeah. Now I'm more worried. Are we only seeing that extra if we've got all the gauntlets?
Yeah, you've got to complete all of the gauntlets, and then you can come back and hit that big red button, and you'll have one final gauntlet.
I'll let you know when we do that because I'll probably send you a message going I hate you or something like that.
So like at this point, you know, you've been isolated for like 3 months and clearly like lost your mind and put all these speakers everywhere, for God knows why.
Yeah, I was about to ask what the speakers are for. Are we having one heck of a party with ourselves? Like
Yeah,
I
you're
almost
gonna-
expect there to be like little hand puppets or something set up. Can I pick these up? I can.
You'll see.
Mine now. You go over here. There we go. Let's see. Now we do have one room open, so I think that's upstairs.
Oh, really?
Yep, we did. I managed to do one of the gauntlets. I think it was the second level.
Oh, I think you have to, even to open that first door, I think you have to have finished 3 or 4 of the gauntlets.
Yep, it looks like 4. Wait. Yes. I can count, I swear. Whee!
There's there's one super powerful weapon that you can get behind one of these doors. And then the upgrades also do some really crazy things. Like, one of the upgrades just gives you unlimited ammo.
I will be looking for that one.
Yeah, and
you
one
said
of them.
Look for the storm drain.
Yeah, there's one in a storm drain down on the street. I think you already found the secret sniffer. That one lets your tracker help you find other secrets.
Got it. Tiny mode. Is that like a little homage to Tiny Build?
Oh, not really. I guess I never really thought about it that way.
Just say yes. It looks better for you. All right, guys. I think we've shown enough of this tonight. We'll definitely be doing another stream where we try to unlock everything. But I want to thank you for joining us. It was a lot of fun, and I hope you had a blast.
Thank you for having me on.
It was great.
It was a lot of fun for me too.
If you do end up wanting to play Fall Guys, you're always welcome to come play with us.
You play on PC, I assume?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I will let you know if I get it.
All right. Talk to you later, and thank you again for joining us.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You too. All right, guys. With that, we're going to call it... Well, no.
This is a no-go. I just can't take